And we begin the back nine, hole number 10. Jack Lanzer. Pew! Oh, I forgot the pinball noises. I'm Steve. Welcome to GTC Cribs. This is my house. This is my home. Welcome to the valley. The Safety Beach Golf and Country Club. Oh, don't go there. We've got a lovely 18-hole facility coming up here, past 67, 4,869 metres off the blue tees. We'll be playing the white social tees today. Best things to look out for, plenty of tropical palm trees, as you can see in the picture now behind George, and plenty of water. Welcome to the valley. We've just had 3 blokes hit OB on hole 1, so we're a group of enthusiastic golfers. We just finished with double bogey, 5 over. Jack, what'd you have? And a triple. So fantastic introduction to the course with 3 really talented golfers. But in better news, we've got 17 more holes, past 67. So we're always on George Seraphin Break 100 watch.
Not after the 9.
That's okay. We can bounce back. I guess if you haven't been here before, it is quite daunting.
Yeah, it is. It's just narrow. He's shooting out of it. It's like a shoot. You don't really know what to expect. I mean, I put mine hard left anyway, so that's not going anywhere on a normal golf course. But once you hit the fairway, it sort of opens up. It's a pretty short shot in. You can hit a proper drive.
Now, keep filming those paths, because this is what you're going to expect and get used to on Safety Beach, because the entire golf course meanders its way through the Safety Beach Country Club estate. You get plenty of times where you get to walk through a whole bunch of different paths to access the next hole. So you might see a bit of a walking journey, I guess, throughout this video. .135 par 3, pins in a front left location, but it's a bit dangerous. You got that greenside bunker short left. Obviously water should be out of play. That's just there for looks. 7-iron in hand. If I'm going to be anything, I'd probably rather be short, like Jack was, but hopefully more center of the green than anything. And after all that, I'd rather be short, I'd rather be centre of the green, so therefore right, and I've gone long left. Tell you what, we had a whole heap of rain down here at Safety Beach about 3 days ago, so I was a bit wary of the course conditions, or a lot of the course conditions for the guys coming down and for us to showcase the course. But we had a bit of wind, some gusty conditions yesterday, and it's really dried out the course really well. So I'm actually quite happy with how the fairways and greens are looking for our video.
I'm not sure where Steve has brought us today. 2 holes in and we've already walked. Maybe we probably even tell you how many steps we've done already.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
2,500 steps through 2 holes. Walking a fun run between each hole at this rate. Question the golf course is actually quite nice. It's very green. Put that down to the rain.
Fairway finder. We're here on the 4th. It's, in my opinion, one of the signature holes of Safety Beach. I'd say signature because you won't see it in many other places. An 89 metre par 3, and I think the longest it gets is about 95 metres because there's a back fence. Hendo's Haven they call it, and basically you'd much rather be short, funnily enough, because it's only 89 metres, than long, because everything long is water.
Yeah, lovely.
And he's just hit the best one of the day.
That was either gone bounced into the hole.
Thank you.
So the walk between holes here is so long that they felt the need to put a portaloo in between holes 5 and 6. Jack rates it. Jack doesn't mind it for the mid-round bog.
So there's water left, basically the start of the freeway on the right-hand side with some bushes. But it's the great, so it's usually a long par 4. Thankfully we've been given some reprieve because we're at the front tees today. But it's the green that plays quite difficult. 2-tiered green, a bit of a figure 8. If the pin's right in the middle of the figure 8, that's the toughest place to putt, or the toughest place to find the hole. And then there's a cheeky greenside bunker on the back side of it as well. So need to have 2 good shots here to sort of find a score. George, you're playing all right. You're one under your. At least someone turned up. This is the other tough hole of the front 9, the 7th. So it's a sort of narrowish exit off the tee box. Sort of Jumanji left, dead. There's some water in those small shrubs up towards the right, but then before that is also dead. And then for your second shot, there's all those white OB stakes on the left. So 2 pretty calm, guided shots are required here to have a score. If Safety Beach hasn't given you a plethora of birdie opportunities through the first 7, which on a day like today you've seen absolutely SFA, this short par 4 8th hole is arguably, actually I can tell you, it's the second easiest birdie opportunity you'll get all day. The best opportunity you'll get will be on 14, which is obviously coming up a little later on. Here we are on the 9th, but they're redoing the 9th tee box, so can't quite currently play on it, adjacent to the Peninsula Freeway. And the 9th we get a match, just for the time being. That's a nice shot. That's fine. Great shot.
So Steve, we're through 9 here at Safety Beach, your favourite place on earth. Give us a bit of a summary. What can you tell us about the front 9?
Yeah, sure. So obviously par 32, the shortest part of the course is the front 9. You got to witness some pretty cool holes. There's obviously plenty of palm trees and plenty of water. That's the story of Safety Beach. You'll obviously get plenty more water on the back 9, including the world famous 12th hole. So I'm looking forward to showing you that. I'm not sure the golf that was played between the 3 of us really summed up how nice of a course Safety Beach is, but it's obviously quite narrow. You know, it's nothing like the other peninsula courses down here, which is obviously on the links sort of side of things. This is more on your park side. You know, tight fairways. There's not a lot to offer if you spray left or right. You know, if you go onto, you know, the dunes or St Andrews, you get sort of other fairways or just other sort of safety areas. But for a place known as Safety Beach, there's not a lot of safety areas. And we begin the back nine, hole number 10, Jack Lanzer. Pew! Oh, I forgot the pinball noises. Eleventh hole. Got to be careful of the water that's in play on the tee shot down the left-hand side. You don't really want to go too far right because then you end up on the 12th, and you don't really want to give away the 12th hole just yet. So we finally have arrived at the world famous 12th for Safety Beach, and unfortunately the greenskeepers or the club pros or whoever puts the markers down have served up a lemon for the two of you guys, because they've put them right at the front, at the very front, so it's about 85 metres. The poor two guests that I've brought along, that I've talked up this hole for, I don't know, 3 years, have been served up a lemon. So what we're going to do is we're going to play our official shots here from the 86 metre mark, and then we're going to have a crack all the way back to the pro tees so the guys can actually play the proper hole. This is a much better picturesque view now. This is what you came for. This is what the viewers came for. That's exactly what we expected. Oh, that's short. Yeah, 13 holes down. The course cost $55 on a weekend, or I think also during public holidays. The great thing about Safety Beach is they don't have peak periods, much like other Mornington Peninsula courses. So you go down to, you know, places like the dunes, it might be $105 off peak, but it's $120 or $125 during peak periods. So one benefit, playing Safety Beach year round is going to be the same price. $55 on weekends, $48 midweek, and I think it's great value for money. If you are a Future Golf member, they do have, you know, they are connected to Future Golf, but there are some limited times these days. They used to be available 7 days a week, anytime you like, but make sure you jump onto your Future Golf app or Future Golf website and check those times as well. Driver off the back, I've hit hybrid, I've hit 3-wood off the back, I've hit hybrid off the back, I've hit 6-iron from where the reds are, I've hit 8-iron where the reds are. I've hit a plethora of clubs off the tee here. It's actually, see, like with holes like that, that you can choose multiple clubs off the tee, that's what I think makes a good hole. So we're through 14, but the 15th hole, the one and only GTC Eagle, that's me. I had the Eagle on the next hole that you're about to see.
Who did you play with that day?
Me, myself and I. Oh, that's gone. Come back. Yeah, you've done well. At least you didn't cop like a yucky splash. And then for my third shot, I had a sand wedge. Just an uphill lie, just on this mound. Chipped it up, couple of bounces, rolled out in. 3 on the scorecard. How do you like them apples? Do I get, that's tyre tracks, I get relief. It's tyre tracks. That's man-made tyre tracks. Oh, run. Yeah. Green eggs and ham, George. Suck eggs. He's in a lot of danger.
16 here. Jack, give us some thoughts, fairway and green quality today, mate.
Actually pretty good. I think you were telling me, or Steve was saying, that it doesn't really drain that well here, and we've had a fair bit of rain over the last few days, but it's actually in really good nick, and yeah, I highly rate it.
Green?
Same thing, really good, and they're really well maintained, so I can't complain at all.
If you're watching this video and you live in the estate, give us a comment down below, tell us which hole you live on. So Steve-O, same questions we asked Jack, give us some thoughts on Safety Beach.
Well, if this was the first time I'd come here, I'd say, what a terrible idea. Who invited you here? Because we've played pretty below par. But in all seriousness, Safety Beach is awesome. Real local of mine once I get to head down to the holiday home and spend some time here during the summer. In actual all seriousness, it's a great course to, if you're having a golf trip down the peninsula, day one, Safety Beach, it's a great starting point because you haven't hit, the heights of the really, really great courses, but this one here, anyone can play, you can start, you don't have to be hitting massive bomb drivers, which you can do on the weekend. Like you can come down here on Friday and play. Or if you're not having a golf trip, it's 50 minutes from Melbourne. So you can actually come down here, get around in, zip around. There's not a whole lot of people that do come down here and play a lot. I mean, you've probably seen today that, around the tracks, the fairways are fairly quiet. Yes, there's people here, but it's not chock-a-block like a lot of your metropolitan courses in Melbourne. So I think it's fantastic. The thing it does have requiring improvement is the drainage. If it rains, a day before or the morning of, don't bother attending because it does need some improvement with some drainage. Rightio, George, coming down 18, and this is obviously your first time seeing the course, playing the course, taking in the course. What's been some of the takeaways from you over 18 holes?
Look, I think for me, stepping up onto the first tee, and I said it a bit earlier, it's a daunting first tee shot. You hit it out of a narrow sort of shoot. As I'm sure I'll be made fun of, the first two didn't go too far. For a par 67 golf course, it has its challenges. It's not that easy for a par 67. The benefit being, I think, if you get yourself into some trouble, its length allows you to recover pretty easily and sort of punch one out and then back onto the greens. I'd definitely come back. Tell you the one thing that I did spot walking over between 16 and 17 is a lot of courses talk about the 19th hole. This course has a 19th hole. It is the local bistro here. We'll be sure to test it out and see the allotment of beers that they've got. But look, otherwise, jokes aside, I'd come back. I'd have another go. Maybe on a day I could hit a more accurate tee shot. I think my shot on 18 has been the best one I've hit today.
Where does this go on YouTube or some shit?